We're back! Zoom has returned. We're back on Zoom. Welcome back to the show, Luke and Lewis. We're in Melbourne, a 5-day lockdown. Okay, that'll definitely go for 5 days only. This will be the next 18 months of the show, and we are stoked.
We are very excited to be back, making no money, not selling any tickets, in our bedrooms with nothing to talk about, ladies and gentlemen.
That's right. Yes. Woo! We're back. Zoom episodes have returned. Sing it with us, guys. This is a good thing. We're all happy. We're happy about it.
We are.
Yeah.
Dude, this is awesome. If only I could drive a Mazda if I owned one. I'd have nowhere to bloody drive it to.
If only I could drive.
Yeah. Wow. This is sad, guys.
Yeah, well, I think, look, I think that it's very important at this point in the quarantine to just give a really big message to all of the people that are living in Melbourne. I know quarantine sucks. I know it's tough to go through it again. Isolation is hard, but we all need to come together and buy tickets at losespears.com. Because that's what's really going to make all of you feel better, is getting a ticket to my shows. The Saturday show's almost sold out. I would love to sell that out and then give you a refund 2 weeks later. Please do come. Refunds are guaranteed. Don't worry, I haven't spent any of the money. Luke's spent all of his, so if you you're going to go with the safe bet, go with me.
I'll have to take out 4 loans to give you your money back because you guys know I just drop that cash all the time.
Yeah.
Yes, refunds are guaranteed. And before I plug my dates, I'd just like to say to that one dude who commented on one of our podcasts a few weeks ago, man, the only thing I enjoyed about the Zoom episodes were the fact that the boys didn't plug their tour dates all the time. And to that dude, I just want to say, hey man, head to lukekidgel.fucking.com. Okay?
That's right.
I've changed the URL. It redirects now, just for you.
That's right.
Go to lukekidgel.com and buy tickets to my show. And this is a Zoom episode. What a crazy world we live in, where I can tell you to eat shit, but also in the end, you'll have the last laugh because I'll definitely refund those tickets. So that's awesome.
Look, guys, we do think they're going to happen because we've kind of done... I think this one will get extended maybe by another week. That's what I kind of think will happen. 5 days is a big promise by Mr. Dan, but whatever. I think it'll get extended, but I think that we're going to be out of this and it's going to be nice and safe for shows. But that said, refunds are obviously guaranteed, but we do think they're going ahead. And strangely so to a lot of people because I'm still selling quite well. So either we're all hopeful idiots or we just don't care. We'll take the gamble.
The day that the lockdown got announced, I didn't promote my show at all because I was like, that'll be a waste of time. Sold heaps of tickets. It's like people went, oh, I got a bit of free time. What was I planning on doing again? Oh, that's
really?
Right. Buying tickets to a live event that may or may not happen.
That's hopeful because the day lockdown was announced, that was the first day I had ever sold 0. Out of all the on-sale days.
I don't think I sold many for Melbourne, but regional people. I've got some Warrnambool, Ballarat, Shepparton and Geelong and Adelaide. All those people... because they don't have COVID there, they're very optimistic, which is great to see, I guess.
Well, they don't have science yet, so this whole idea of a disease is a mystery to these people. They're mostly farmers banging rocks together and buying tickets, obviously.
Yeah, I heard that Devlin, who makes the TikToks, if he gets the virus, they're just gonna have to amputate whatever part of his body has the virus.
Yeah, and they're gonna apply leeches. I think is a common cure up in Geelong.
Yeah.
That's what they're using to defeat COVID. Actually, speaking of Devlin, he's the guy that makes our TikToks. I actually noticed something to do with our TikTok account because Luke and I, we are incredibly hands-off with the Luke and Lewis TikTok account, and that's working brilliantly. Devlin does an amazing job. But I had to scroll through the last month or two of videos that Devlin made, and I noticed a little trend, and it seems to me that whenever Devlin, the TikTok guy, is mentioned on the show, it makes it to the TikTok account regardless of quality. So I wonder, there's been some real funny ones.
I've noticed
Devlin
this mentioned as well.
But there's been some real shockers as well. So I wonder if we could just run a little bit of an experiment and just talk about Devlin in the most unfunny, boring way and see if it makes it to our TikTok account. What's your least interesting thing about Devlin, Keelan?
That, sometimes when we do Zoom calls with him, usually it's after 7 p.m. That's a pretty uninteresting fact about him.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
Because he works. He talks about cricket a lot, but no one really cares.
Kind of boring. I've noticed that when I see Devlin, he's often wearing a t-shirt.
Yeah, I've noticed
True.
that. He's also got brown hair, I think.
Right. Well, let's see if that makes it to the TikTok account.
I was going to say, looking forward to seeing that on my For You page during the week.
Right. If that goes well, we're deleting the account.
If that blows up on TikTok, we all just have to quit, and then I don't know what happens to the show after that.
No, he does a great job. We love Devlin here.
Lewis, I have a ripper life hack that I wanted to share with you. This took place, I believe, maybe the night before or the night where the lockdown was coming into place.
At the protest.
One of our... No, I was not me. So, and it wasn't to do with the protest. Were people actually protesting the lockdown?
Just trying to assassinate your character.
Oh, I don't think anyone would believe that I would give a shit about anything that much to attend a protest.
Yeah.
I don't care about even real things. Because COVID's fake. All right.
Yes.
So, a good friend of the show often gets brought up, not so much anymore, but my mate Simo.
Our modern digital mate.
Our old modern digital mate from the radio show. He popped up in my Instagram stories the other day doing something quite ambitious that I honestly can't believe is allowed. He has discovered a life hack that replaces Uber and saves you money.
Calling Darren Levy?
No. See, that's a good one.
Oh.
You've used that. You've often... Well, actually, neither of us... No, one time you used that to get to a gig, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, that was a good capitalization. I think he wanted to do a video with me for weeks, and I waited until I had a difficult route home on public transport, and I was like, now we can do a video.
Well, Simo was out and about. I'm assuming went to a pub. Him and his girlfriend were looking to get home. From where they were only about a 10-minute drive home. So maybe would have been like a $10 Uber, $8 Uber.
Yeah.
But he also was going to get a pizza. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see where you're going.
I didn't know this was allowed, but he went to the pizza store, ordered... He was in the store, ordered delivery, which is only an extra like $4 or something on top of the pizza.
Yeah.
And he got a pizza and a lift home.
Oh my God. That's genius.
Way under the price that you'd pay if you wanted an Uber and a pizza.
That is so fucking smart. That's a man who's had way too many night outs. That's elevated thinking, that is.
I'm shocked that they let him do it, because it just seems like one of those things where businesses will go, no, you're not allowed to do that. But then you'd be like, why not? And it'd be hard to come up with a good argument as to why not, because they would have given you the delivery if you called them.
You know what? It's something that Domino's would not do, but a local pizza shop would find funny.
It was a local pizza shop.
Yeah, a chain wouldn't do it because they'd be worried about getting sued. The local pizza shop who, like, sweats in your pizza is like, yeah, I don't care. I didn't wash my hands. Jump in the boot.
So, yeah, I just want to, put it out there. Is this a well-known life hack that I never knew about? Can you just get pizza delivery?
Does he think that he invented it?
No, I don't know. He was just on his story. He was pretty drunk. I haven't really spoken to him about it other than saying, mate, this is a ripper life hack. And he was just like, oh, yeah, I'm a genius. I think he was pretty proud of himself, but he often is.
You gotta be.
It's not much of a huge change of character for him to be pleased with himself.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's almost a business, isn't it? Like Uber should start pizza shops.
I mean, they do Uber Eats. It is a business.
I guess it's kind of the same thing. Well, actually, that's almost like another hack isn't the delivery fee of Uber Eats far cheaper than an Uber ride?
Yes. $6 usually for Uber Eats.
And you can get Uber Eats from service stations. So couldn't you just get them to come to a servo to buy a Gatorade, and then you just the first Pakistani you see with a blue Gatorade, you go, "Can I jump in the back seat?" And he'll go, "No worries."
Well, I don't know. I would love to hear, like, send us an email or comment. I genuinely want to know if you can just do this.
What if they're on a bike, though? A lot of them would be on bikes.
They're
They're
never
actually
on
not.
bikes. They all say
never
they're
are.
on a bike, but it's like you see their bike on the Uber Eats app and it's going at light speed. You're like, this guy is either
No, not a
Neil
bicycle, like
Armstrong.
a motorcycle.
Oh, yeah,
Hold
some
on.
of them are in the city area. Some of them are on like a little Vespa or something like that. But in the suburbs, like, you rock up, there's a bike on the app. Then some dude just rolls in your driveway with like a Nissan Pulsar.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, okay, that explains how you got here in 3 minutes. But yeah, I would just love to
awesome.
know. I feel like this is a hack that I've been missing out on my whole life. I wanted to share it with the people who listen to this podcast. I think it's genius. It only really saves you $5 because you can only really do it locally. Because how big's the delivery zone for pizza shops?
Yeah, it's pretty small. Hey, like, you have to be almost home.
The people aren't going. It only really works if you're going out locally. But how far do pizza shops deliver? 20 minutes away? 15?
Mate, well, it has to be, how long does it take for a pizza to get cold? And then you halve that time.
And that's
I
how.
reckon.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So, like, what? It takes an hour for a full pizza to get chilly? So maybe 30 minutes, 20 minutes would be the radius?
Yeah, I wouldn't be taking a pizza over 20 minutes. No way.
think,
if I was
from
running the company.
From experience as a delivery
Keelable,
driver, it's about 15, 20 minutes, like the max.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you just
'Cause
do
you
a
used to be
circle
the Red
radius?
Rooster driver.
Yeah, circle radius.
Circle radius around the store. Yeah, okay.
But the issue with that is, like, from talking to Keelan about his time as a Red Rooster delivery man, you fucked up the order every time. So do you reckon there'd be, like, a high chance of, if you did that, you would just end up killing them? You know? If you apply your work ethic and your expertise in delivering food to making sure people get there safe, I mean, there's got to be a high death rate with this.
Yeah, probably kill a couple of people on the way.
Would have you done that if someone had been at Red Rooster back in the day and been like, oh, can I jump in?
I would have depended on their vibe. If they seemed like a chill person, I would have, for sure. I used
That's
to
very good.
pick
So
up
maybe
my
it's-
friends and drive them around if I had an order near their places.
Yeah, okay. So, Lewis, it's not store-based. It's not chain or local shop-based. It's just person by person. So this will only work for you if you don't seem very threatening. I don't think it would work for Lewis. If Lewis was like, can I get in the back of your car for $4 and I'll buy a pizza? No way. If I didn't know him.
Mate, I can barely catch an Uber. You know?
Yeah,
I'll
your
walk up to the
rating
car
is
and
horrific.
People run away. Oh, it's very. My rating is bad, but I would say that's less to do with me looking threatening and more to me being aggressively silent
And
for the whole ride.
incredibly rude and short with people all the time.
No, I'm very nice, but I also make my preferences for silence clear.
You try to do it in-app.
Yeah.
You can actually pick in-app if you want to talk to the people.
Yeah.
And
default,
Lewis will
on.
select no, and then I'm assuming remind the person I actually selected no. Could you please not speak to
What
me?
I like to do when I get an Uber is I select the silent option, and then if they go, I'll like open the door, and they'll go Uber for Lewis, and I'll go up, and I'll show them that I'd selected silence, and then if they still go, I offer them a piece of tape.
Yes. And I don't think anyone's shocked to hear that.
Mate, I have a bit of an update here about our investment portfolio.
Great.
As you know, we own 0.65 of an Ethereum, and at time of investment, we had lost about $100 on that. Well, I'm happy to report, Luke Kidgel, that we invested and it was worth about $1,400. Well, as of recording today, $1,514. So that's $100 profit again. So we're currently sitting at $514 profit total. That's a 50% gain. And Ruben should be looking at similar numbers here if he didn't sell his ether like a coward.
I sold a couple of days ago when it was up.
Brilliant. We love that here. And Luke, I really want to let you know that you better start swapping out all of that money that you've been making from ticket sales and turning it into cryptocurrency, because the revolution is here. It's going to happen. I'm proud to announce the revolution.
Now, we literally just promised people refunds. Do you think that is a wise decision, or I dump all the money that I technically don't own yet because I haven't delivered my end of the deal? There is an obvious transaction, which is I want to see you for an hour do comedy, right?
Yeah.
Or at least attempt it to the best of your ability, because I realized there I opened up myself for a cheap shot. Because you would have been like, well, you're going to have to send him you know what? And that shows a lot about Lewis's show. The fact that he's willing to think that's a joke.
Okay, look. Well, you just had an entire argument with me, and I didn't say anything.
Yes,
you
but
started
I
at the
saw
middle
the
and the
look
end
in
of an
your
argument.
face.
I wasn't even there.
Zoom in on Lewis's face when he decided to say something shit about my show not being good comedy.
Okay. I was going to say that Luke was telling me the other day that he thinks the transaction is more, you pay for a ticket, you receive the ticket, the show's irrelevant, whether or not it happens. So that's where I was going there. No, it's a very different joke. The first joke is about you being shit at comedy. The second joke is about you being a terrible person, all right? Okay. I'm definitely going one of those two routes here, but they're very different.
Okay. Either way, my point is I don't think investing other people's money, as it currently is, in Ethereum or anything is responsible.
So you think it's unethical to invest other people's money?
Unless it's the Patreon money that people give us in this show. I'm very much
but generally, taking someone else's money and investing it is a bad idea.
Sure.
Okay. Well, you've just described a bank, so you lose.
But also, banks are evil.
Yeah, they are. Okay, all right. Well, you know what? We'll call it even. Luke, the revolution is here, and I think that people would be stoked if they spent $35 and then they got $35 worth of Dogecoin, because if shows are cancelled, that'll be worth $6,000. We all know it. The future is now. In fact, I'm so confident about this. I'm happy that I spent about 6 hours on my website, and I am officially a Dogecoin acceptor. You can use Dogecoin to buy tickets to my shows. This is a real thing. I accept Dogecoin, Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, and Ripple, and Monero. You can use all your cryptocurrencies to buy tickets from loosespears.com. The future is now. I believe in the technology. We're making it happen.
That took you 6 hours?
It was so fucking difficult to do, but it works. So try it out. If you bought Dogecoin and you want to get rid of it, I'll take that shit.
Is that good? That's could be a really bad investment for you, or a really good investment. That's essentially you really gambling on another scale, because it's not only are people gambling, because you might get really cheap tickets to Lewis's show if it crashes the next day.
Or you might, over a period of a year, you might be like that pizza guy. You might look back at 2021 and be like, oh, I gave Lewis 600 million Dogecoin to buy a ticket. Now I have a rocket ship that's going to the moon.
Yeah,
that can happen.
So, so wait, you can pretty much invest in every single coin. Is there like 5 options to do?
There's literally hundreds of coins, but I just pick the ones that I believe in the most, and Dogecoin. And I tell you that. No, how it works is for everything except, so all of the coins, I just get the coins and you get your ticket. For Dogecoin, it automatically converts it to money and gives me the money, and then the other people keep the Doge, because I'm not fucking around with that one.
I was gonna say, I was like, man, you are taking a massive risk there. People may be coming to your show for about $3 in a couple of months.
Oh yeah, I know.
So is there like a set fee, or does it just fluctuate with how much your ticket costs?
Yeah, so however, you will always pay 35 Australian dollars worth of whatever you send me.
Yeah, okay, cool.
But and then the only fluctuation is on me, so that, by the time the $35 reaches me, it could be worth 15. Who knows?
But also, I like the people may try and wait till the market crashes before buying a ticket to your show to get because if they buy it one day before, they're going to be spending more of their Ethereum, and then really good. So if you want to just, if you want to add more gambling into your life, if you already do this, pick the right day to buy tickets to Lewis's show. That's a good game.
Yeah, like if Bitcoin hits an all-time high, buy a ticket, and then by the next day when I receive it, it'll be worth $20. I'll be fuming. You'll be laughing.
Yeah, great. That's really good. What's next on the? Hang on, just while I find it, we'll have a little bit of an intermission.
Yes, this is good. This is great.
Oh,
guys, I'm happy about this. I think this is good.
Speaking of Zoom, we thought one little fun idea that popped up before the show was actually, can someone please look now on the analytics how many people from the UK listen to this podcast regularly? Because one idea we had was, what about we just piss off about 10% of our audience intentionally?
Just 10?
Oh, I'm assuming about 10% are from the UK. Maybe not even.
Is straight on 10%.
Oh, really?
Good guess.
Oh, I vibed that correctly.
Great guess. No, I wasn't worried. I wasn't angry that only 10% of the listeners are UK. I'm angry that we're only going to piss off 10% of the listeners.
Yeah. So this is for the other 90%. But also it might hit home a little bit if you're from the US, if you're from another place that sucks at the moment. I noticed I was doing a live stream on Friday night, and obviously we were talking about the 5-day lockdown that was about to happen. And a lot of people from the UK were coming in and saying, you're an idiot. I can't believe you're complaining about a 5-day lockdown. We have it way worse than you. And I thought, you know what? If people want to brag that badly about having a shitter time, let's give them that opportunity. So we're just going to infuriate you all and try and one-up you.
That's right. UK, you're only complaining about a 5-day lockdown. It's not a 5-day lockdown. We spent 110 in lockdown, all right? So if you're talking about who's had it worse, it's us. If we're talking about who has the worst teeth, you win that. But we're talking about lockdown, all right?
It's a completely different thing, all right? Nothing to do with the dentist.
That's right. Lockdown sucks, man.
Dude, lockdown sucks so much. I got all my gardening done the other day. It was really sunny outside. I fucking hate it, man.
Yeah.
I actually got a sunburn in lockdown.
Another one. You just don't learn?
No, I need to buy sunscreen.
Yeah. Okay. But you can't because of the lockdown, which is, mildly inconvenient.
Oh, I could. You're still allowed to go to the supermarket. I could. But...
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. Well, I had to, think about maybe starting up my fitness regime again. But because of the previous lockdown, I already have a home gym set up. So that actually wasn't inconvenient at all. But, had to think about it.
Still got it tough.
That's annoying. Yeah, we do. We have it very tough. It ends on a Wednesday. So, that means that when lockdown ends, we have to wait a couple of days until Friday night. So
yeah, then we can go out again on the weekend. Actually,
that
one may not actually happen.
I do not see that happening at all, actually. That is something that does suck, is that why did Daniel Andrews say 5 days? He knows it's not going to be 5.
I'm supposed to be going. I have a holiday booked in for the weekend. I'm not joking. So that's
really?
Probably not going to happen. Yeah, I was going down to the beach with a couple of friends.
You better hope it's 5.
So yeah, I mean, the Airbnb guy was like, "That's cool, man. We'll just rebook another time." But
yeah, so you get a refund,
full refund, or just a reschedule. We probably just want to reschedule
in Doge.
No, just AUD.
Loser.
Yeah.
That's annoying. That sucks.
That sucks. Here's another thing that's really been bothering me, and it's so much worse in the UK. I really needed a break, so I just watched a couple of movies and then got a lot done, a lot of editing done. So there'll be a few videos coming out this week.
Oh, that's terrible.
Awful, dude. So bad. I was so outrageously productive, and I'm so miserable about it.
Fuck, there's more Luke Kidgel videos coming out. That sucks. Hey guys, we forgot to do it in the Zoom call, and now we're in a FaceTime. So this episode is sponsored by Manscaped.com, best shaver in the game. Luke, tell them all about it.
Man, I love Manscaped so much.
Yeah.
I use it on my nuts. It's great. Use code SOUNDOFF20 for 20% off.
Yeah.
It's honestly changed my balls forever, and I want it to change yours.
That's right. Use code SOUNDOFF20 for 20% off and free shipping.
Dude, the lawnmower. It's the best lawnmower I own.
Yeah.
I actually own a real lawnmower, but I do own one for my nuts, so that's good.
Mate, the only lawnmowers I've ever had experience with is the Lawnmower 3.0, giving me the perfect shave to my privates, and Rod's lawnmower that backfired 3 times and spewed smoke everywhere. So I gotta say, if we're comparing it on that scale, Manscaped holds up.
Very much so, and we would recommend you get it because they support the show, so it's cool to support them too.
Yeah.
So thank you very much to Manscaped for sponsoring this episode.
That's
now
right.
Back to boom, zoom.
Now, you better use our code because this is how we're doing the ad reads, and we want to continue doing them like this. And if they don't work, we'll have to change our way. Change it up.
But yeah. Imagine actually, in all seriousness though, guys, someone from the UK did say in my live stream, I haven't left the house in 2 months.
Wow.
That sucks.
That sucks.
I cannot relate, but I will still complain.
But also, like, you know, I don't mean to diss every person who watches our live streams, but I'm going to. That's kind of not out of the norm for a lot of the regular live stream viewers. Like, It's like, you know, I'm a top fan. It's like, you know, why don't you feel some real breeze instead of your fan?
Yes, burn, epic burn. Got him.
Yeah, got him. A little bit clunky, but it was an attempt.
Yes. And the joke there being people who hang out on Twitch are fucking losers.
Yeah. That being said, Monday night, my stream's happening.
If you
Can't wait.
hate fresh air, go check it out.
Or Wednesday night, actually, because this comes out on Tuesday. So guys, I think our lockdown's fine. I think that we're all professionals now. I didn't see many people complain. I thought a lot of people were going to lose their shit. I thought there was going to be lots of protests.
There was one. I think people apparently protested outside Flinders Street or something on the Friday. But then they would have just gone home by midnight and been like, oh, okay.
Yeah. I did actually see something that actually was pretty horrible. All of the people at the Australian Open being told like halfway through the match they paid for to go home. And then the players had to finish the game in an empty stadium. That did look shit.
But they knew that, like, going into it. Maybe not when they bought the tickets. They got kicked out at 11:30 p.m. There was probably only an hour of the game to go. And people were clearly told, like, from earlier that day, you'll have to exit by 11:30 p.m.
I thought it was like, I thought it would be like cricket or some shit where those people had just been in there all day.
They probably had been, but the tennis games don't go all day, so it's like they've still watched a fair few games.
True.
No, they were just booing the government. They weren't booing anyone in particular. At sporting events are great because collectively you can just boo anything, really. Like people aren't even like the umpire goes, "You'll have to exit the stadium. We're going to stop the game," and it seemed at first like they were booing the umpire, but the people know that it's not the umpire's problem. They're not booing the umpire. They're just booing the fact that
it's a bit of fun, isn't it?
Yeah,
like just collectively. I wish you could. It's at what group size does it become acceptable to boo? Because
it has to be a crowd.
Yeah, classroom. You didn't get much booing in a classroom, but you would at school assembly sometimes. You know. So it's got to be that. It's got to be some over 30.
No, I think it's like over almost 100 people for a nice boo.
Yeah. But you've done quite a few shows with like under 100, and they're mostly boos. So I guess it depends.
Yeah. That was better. That was better than your
That one
Twitch
was-
slam. That one was
That
pretty
one
good.
was better. I've redeemed myself there.
You have.
You hear that? That's cheering.
No, but I thought the tennis thing was funny because it was just like 1,000 people collectively going, "No, I don't want to go home."
Oh, I want to see the end of this game.
Just grown
Oh.
adults like cracking the sads because they are getting told to go home. And
Yeah.
and let's be honest, it's not like COVID was that crazy. I understand why they're on the lockdown. I'm actually all for it because I want these shows to go ahead. But it wasn't crazy. Like the last time we went into lockdown, we had like 300 cases a day, right?
Yeah, I think they left the last one too late, which is why we had to do it for 110 days. So hopefully this one will be shorter because they acted faster.
Yeah, so I think people were more just like booing the fact that like, we understand why, but tennis is fun. Oh well.
It is funny watching all of the like anti-lockdown people backflip and stuff where it's like, oh, you did a terrible job and cases got bad. And now it's like, oh, there aren't many cases. Why are we locking down? You're doing a terrible job. It's like, what do you want? You
Yeah,
want
dude.
a swift response or a
Pick
slow
a team.
one?
People are just going to be
It is
angry about
funny.
anything.
I think it's understandable. I was very angry. I in my brain just went bloody dictator Dan, and then I was like, it's whatever. You have to do it. It's good. I'm for it. I just want to do my shows. I reckon they'll happen. I think that even if this thing gets extended, then there's still room for like a few weeks of safety and zero cases, and then the shows happen because they don't start till the end of March. And I think the one thing that I am worried about maybe happening is capacities being reduced, like again, because weren't capacities reduced a lot more than they are now after the last stage 4?
Yeah, but it was a lot worse.
Yeah, that's true.
And
So maybe they'll just...
the potential for it flaring up was a lot worse after the last one.
I suppose so. I guess the point of this one is to do it, and then we come out where we were rather than coming out worse.
Yes, hopefully, because that would be weird if we have to like refund half the people.
Yeah, sorry, pick another date. How do you pick those people? You roll
it's
the
just
dice.
first in, best dressed for sure. You do it on date ordered. That's why you got to get in early, guys.
True. Grab your tickets right now.
Now we wanted to do you know again? It's our favorite segment. I think it's very quickly becoming the fans' favorite segment because people do like content that is a bit or brilliant. People love brilliance.
It's fucking brilliance. I think this is probably the best segment we've come up in terms of getting the listeners involved. This is definitely a fan favorite and our favorite segment. I laugh every time. It's called Do You Know? Now, what we want, guys, is we want videos of you saying, hi, this is my name, I'm from here, and then doing the thing. And also, please write it in your email as well, right? We're only doing videos that you send in, but please do write it so Keelan doesn't have to sit there for 40 minutes listening to 60 terrible ones in a row. He can just skim through the good ones and then play the good ones. Because, do that. You got a much better chance. If you don't write it, well, you're not getting on the show.
It's essentially just a joke format that I guess we organically created off air. I think you and Keelan started doing it in your own time.
I think, yeah.
Oh, sorry guys.
We've been,
It's
Was
we've
it
been
you?
doing it since we started the show.
Yeah.
No, we've been doing it since we started the show.
Lies.
Nah,
Absolutely
I think this was pre-Ruben.
No, because
This was pre-Ruben.
I cracked the
was
first
pre-Ruben.
joke, and Lewis and Keelan. No, wrong.
Yeah, it
Lewis and
is.
Keelan both poo-pooed it and said that's
Yeah, because
lame.
we'd already done it
and then a
before.
week later, it was huge.
Yeah, this is...
No, I remember this from
Liar.
like back in the day of just rhyming. So because this started happening in the radio studio with some callers, we used to rhyme their names with stuff like Radio Mike was doing it. We used to do this.
Did too.
Yeah, we've been doing this for years. I'm sorry, Ruben, but this was.
Sorry, look, guys. How about this? I think we can all agree none of us invented this, and it's very unoriginal.
Yeah.
And that's why it's so popular because anyone can come up with one and do it. All right.
Yes.
So I would say we can all agree Ruben should be embarrassed for trying to claim that joke. It sucks.
Yeah.
I'm responsible for the renaissance.
Okay, I'll allow it. I'll allow
You
it.
brought it back into popular culture, and we appreciate that. And I'm a little embarrassed for actually trying to say we invented it on radio. When we obviously we're just rhyming people's names, and it's not actually even calling. You know what, guys? I'm embarrassed calling it a joke format. It's not really. It's more just a rhyme format.
It
but
truly
fun.
is the coloring book of humor. but how fun are coloring books?
So fun. Now, Ruben, I think you should do the one that you told us before the show for the intro.
Oh, yes.
The MasterChef related one.
Oh, actually, I've got who heard that one?
I haven't heard that one.
How many people heard that one?
Okay.
I
You've got another one?
I got one that
great.
none of you have heard.
Well, I'll play the opener. And guys, if you never listened to this segment before, this is how the format works.
Hey guys, do you know
Patrick
I've heard of
Stewart.
him.
Yeah.
Tell me more.
Twilight. No, not Twilight.
Well, do you reckon... Sorry?
Hang on, Patrick Stewart? Who's that? He's
That's
not in
Kirsten
Twilight, is he?
Stewart.
No,
Kristen
she's
Stewart.
not
No,
in.
Patrick Stewart.
Who's Patrick Stewart?
He's like Spock.
Yeah.
Oh, Spock. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've heard of him. Spock.
No,
Gay
that's
bald
Leonard
guy.
Nimoy.
No, this is not how the segment goes.
Hang on, is Patrick Stewart?
Yeah,
Spock?
bald guy. No, he's not Spock. He's in Star
X-Men.
Trek.
X-Men dude.
Nimoy Spock.
Yeah, but he's also in Star Trek, isn't he?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he's in Star Trek.
Bald guy. Probably
not Spock,
sucks
though.
on Gandalf.
Anyway, guys,
No.
maybe we do know Patrick Stewart.
Yeah, I've heard of the guy. He's Spock. Bald Spock. I've heard of him.
Yeah, maybe.
Play it again,
do
Luke.
you reckon
Play it
if he-
again. Hey, guys.
Yeah?
You know...
Yeah, I've heard of him.
Stewart?
Yeah, Bald Spock. I've heard of him.
Do you reckon if he'd bowled 2 wickets but didn't quite get the third, they'd call him hat-trick Blewett?
They would.
I reckon they would. And do you think that if you talked about him on a show full of fucking idiots, they'd call him Bald Spock?
I think they would.
Yeah. I think they just did.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the joke format. Please send them in at lukeandlaws5@gmail.com. Person who did send one in was Lockie Bathgate, and this was his one.
Do you know Brad Pitt?
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
heard of him. Yeah, Mr. and Mrs.
If he
Smith.
was a depressed teenager with lots of acne, would he be called Sad Zit?
Nah, I think he'd be called Sad, but I don't know about Zit because that doesn't really rhyme with Smith. So I'm not sure if they would call him that.
Sorry?
Brad Pitt, Zit, and Pitt. You know his name's not Mr. and Mrs. Smith. That's a movie.
Fucking idiot. I'm a fucking moron. My brain... Quarantine happened, my brain fell out.
It's been 3 days.
I said Mr. Smith. I didn't say Pitt. I said Smith. What's happening? I have dementia.
You just had a brain aneurysm.
This segment's a disaster.
Yeah, this one is not going to plan. And also, just if we are going to nitpick, Sad and Brad don't rhyme. That was the part.
I think they rhyme. Sad Brad.
Rad and Brad rhyme. Rad and Sad
Okay, I
don't
think
have
that
the
was-
same
this
like
is-
sound to it.
This is my fault. I just like the picture of Brad Pitt having zits and being sad. That's why I chose this one. So
is
that's
that the
my bad.
segment?
No, it's Lockie Bathgate's fault and a little bit of Lewis as well for poo-pooing
Yeah,
it for the wrong reason.
Yeah, my brain fell out of my ears in
All
the
right.
shower.
Well, let Harry Olner send this one in. Let's hope he can redeem himself.
G'day, boys.
Hey, mate.
Oh, you guys know Keelan Ferrari Brown?
Yes.
Yeah, I've heard of him. Video
Yeah.
editor. Loves KFC.
Yeah, if my mum was in a bad mood and he was
Yeah.
to cheer her up, could you call him Healing My Mommy's Frown?
Yeah, Yeah, you could.
I think you just could. Yeah, you could though. It's Justin, but you could. That's what they call him.
That was great.
Healing my mummy's frown. Wait, what was it?
Healing my mummy's frown.
Yeah, that's very good.
Excellent. This last one, I'm not sure who sent it in, but this is one.
You know him.
This is why you got to say the name.
Hey guys, you know Ray
Okay, it's Radio Mike. That's who sent it in.
Hang on, you just paused it, but is he about to do himself? Of course.
Also, is he drinking out of a straw at the start?
I don't know. He sounds
Hey
underwater.
guys, you know Ray Romano? Well, if he was at the supermarket buying bananas, do you think he would be Pay Banano?
No, he wouldn't. Absolutely not.
That sucks, Mike.
That's terrible.
You also said banana in the setup, which you're not supposed to do.
Really, but first of all, he said banana in the setup, strictly against the rule, ruins the punchline.
He could have said
banana
fruit.
is not a word.
He could have said fruit, and then he also changed the name of a fruit to make it rhyme with Romano.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, you guys know Ray Romano? Do you reckon if he was a homosexual vehicle, they would call him Gay Monaro?
I guess.
You know, it's better. It's better. Better.
See, there you go. And that was a quick turnaround, instantaneous.
Good. Hey, you guys know Matt Preston?
Oh, God. I know both Crystalia and Matt Preston.
Do you reckon if Matt Preston was coming into
a woman
appear on a talk show? No, guys,
I'm listening.
I'm listening. Now, yeah.
But also come.
Yeah.
So
okay, all right.
I actually got a message during the week from someone saying, "Hey, obviously Zoom episodes will be back. Any chance of Scooby-Doo chat?" And I said, "Can't promise that. Should have said can promise come."
Yeah. Hey, you guys know Ray Romano? If he was like a staple for a farmer who could sing, would he be called Hey Vibrato?
Can you finish?
No, you don't get to ruin my Matt Preston one and then fuck up Ray Romano. Fuck off.
Can you finish yours, Ruben?
Don't do that. Yeah, okay. If Matt Preston was appearing on a talk show, you think they'd call him...
It changed to appearing.
What did I... Oh, yeah, I did. I just subconsciously I did that. Nice.
Oh,
do you think they'd call him...
I'm sorry.
No, no. 2 strikes and you're out, Lewis. You don't get it now. You really don't.
You know what?
There will be no punchline for this one.
Guys,
fuck you.
Figure it out in the comments.
I just thought if he was appearing in a woman's pussy and lost it. Guys, it's Zoom. Zoom is back. Play this fucking song.
Zoom.
I imagine if it said, nah, never mind. Are you guys also pretending like it's saying come?
Coom. Oh, fuck. This is terrible. Welcome back to the show, guys.
Can you do your Crystalia one to get us out of this, Keelan?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Do you guys know Crystalia?
Yeah, I've heard of him. Famous comedian. Cancelled.
Do you think if he was in a long distance relationship with a woman who had the same name as Obama's daughter, he would miss Malia?
Depends on her age. You guys know Crystalia?
You know what, man? He mightn't miss her, but he would email her, wouldn't he?
Do you reckon if he was who he is, they'd call him Kids Revealer?
That's just a false allegation. That's
Yeah,
what
I'm
that is.
sorry, guys.
Keelan just keeps flashing Scooby Doo on the screen for us, but you guys can't see that.
That's why Ruben is just having a meltdown.
Ruben's fuming this whole episode. He refused to even put his headphones in before the episode started because everyone was sniffing the microphone. Now he's taken them out again. He's cracked
That's good. It is really good. It's a nice little trick. Stop it, man. That's enough. Oh, he left the call. Okay, well, I think that makes a lot of sense, actually.
We did have one more thing.
This is just us. It's just us left.
Oh, did Ruben... Oh, sorry, is Lewis gone as well? Are we just ending the episode?
I guess, or we can do the last 5 minutes.
I mean, no, Lewis was going to talk about the show American Gods, but I've never seen it, so it'd be hard for me to do that bit of content.
We could talk about me going to Canberra, or we could just end the episode.
How's Canberra?
It's really good. You can walk outside without a mask. I went to a restaurant yesterday, no mask.
Yeah, alright, see ya.
See ya.
That's the end of the episode, guys. Sorry it had to end that way, but, you know, after all, it is a Zoom episode. See you Thursday!
Alright guys, that's the end of the episode. I guess subscribe, support us on Patreon. And this episode was brought to you by Manscaped. Come.